How's it going, guys? So I just want to say a quick idea about this whole situation. Um, it's not it's not pretty. It's not in Israel's favor. There's nothing, you know, there's nothing good about it. There's nothing. It doesn't make us feel complete, as it were. Yeah, it's great for the families that did get their relatives back. Some of their relatives, not all. But we don't know what's going on with the other hostages. We don't know what's going to be with the rest of the hostages that we negotiated to release. Overall, at face value, it looks like a horrible deal. But, guys, one small idea. Everything comes back to Hashem. Obviously, we know this whole thing was decreed by Hashem, was allowed, I guess, given what's called Haskama, approval by Shemayim. It was, guys. I mean, this is Judaism. What I'm saying, the basic idea. However uncomfortable it sounds, and we're not blaming. We're not saying we're blaming Hashem. We're saying that there's a system and that there's guys. I mean, you read on Rosh Hashanah, right? These are not like figurative things that Leonard Cohen sang about. Who by fire and who by this and who by that. These are real things, guys. These are real things. I say that with trepidation myself, right? And obviously Parnassus decided for the rest of the year who's going to wander, who's going to be in one place, this and that. You know the story, guys. You know what it says in the liturgy. And so, with that said, guys, take note of certain numbers, certain numerals. These first batch of hostages were in captivity for 49 days, and 13 of them were released. Not if you don't count the 12 Thai people, meaning not that we don't count them as humans. Of course, they're human beings, but if you're talking about just the Jewish people, if we're talking from a Jewish lens and perspective, 13 Jewish neshamas were released from captivity on the 49th day. What does that mean? That means that Hashem, 13 is Hashem. Hashem is obviously the main player here. Not Bibi, not Hamas, not whomever. These people are just pawns. They're all just participants. Hashem is the main player here. And he's showing us that, listen, despite the fact that you guys are on what's called the 49th level of Tumah, the 49th level of impurity, and that's a whole other discussion that I can explain later, but despite the fact that I should destroy you guys based on your behavior, I am not. I'm acting with some level of mercy, some level of rachamim. As insane as that is to even hear, knowing seeing what happened on October 7th, but we understand that Hashem is involved here. We understand that Hashem for sure is involved here, and we can see that. And these beings, these demon beasts called Hamas, and anybody who supports them, and anybody else involved in this whole thing, are just, guys. Our rabbis like to say, we're getting mad at the stick. We're yelling at the stick. These things are the stick. Yeah, we should go and destroy them. Take care of what we need to take care of. But guys, there are things that we have to work on inside the nation, within our people. And we have to operate with Hashem. We have to operate according to the Torah. We have to operate, like I said, live with the Parsha. For example, next week's Parsha is when we know the story of when Dinah was abducted and raped. I believe it's Yaakov's sister, right? And Shimon and Levi went to decimate Shechem. My friends, when these kind of things happen to us, Hashem is showing us what we're supposed to do. He's giving us that test, and he's showing us what we're supposed to do in response. We're not supposed to be making deals. We're not supposed to be releasing, attempted murderers or would-be murderers, of people who could murder, would murder, even if they're 19 years old and even if they're ladies with burqas and knives and, with a kitchen knife. My friends, that's not what we're supposed to be doing, obviously. And what I'm saying is we can't expect our government to do the right thing, but what we have to do as a people, as a nation, is to realize that this is who our government is, and we have to just yell at them, literally scream at them, or just take them and physically remove them. Not kill them, just physically remove them. Storm the Bastille, what's called storm the Bastille, and say, guys, get the heck out of the building. Let us take charge. Let the regular folks who are in the IDF, the mid-level people, and even the, so to speak, grunts take charge and do the job that they're supposed to do. And even the higher ups that are the good ones, not the traitors, right? The good ones. There are some good ones. There's one guy in particular. His name is Ophir Winter. He's been a general, a higher up general in the IDF for many years, and they're refusing to give him the all-out leadership. Why? Because he wears one of these on his head, right? My friends, this is what we need to realize. We need to realize that Hashem wants us to work with Him in tandem, and He's giving us little signs here and there. So, listen, I hope we're going to get it. I really hope we're going to get it. And if not, Hashem Himself is going to force us to get it. He's going to push us into the corner, not in a bad way. He's going to guide us into doing the things that He wants us to do. You guys ever see the movie Ace Ventura 2, when he's supposed to, the guy wants him to already leave, that temple or whatever, the Mayan temple, and he's like, and he's playing with that slinky for hours, and the guy's like, Mr. Ventura, we have to go, and then he goes, okay, let's do all the things that you want to do. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to do all the things that Hashem wants to do. And when we do that, we're going to succeed. We're going to succeed. I guarantee you. Shabbat Shalom.